right, record this one in order to have it in the cloud. All right, so we have seen other sentences with multiple clauses. For example, we have seen two clauses with one connector, like for example, adverbial time and cost connectors, condition, manner, contrast, purpose connectors, right?
Yep.
And we are going to start seeing the non-clause connectors, okay? So this is another type of sentence with two clauses. All right, so what is a noun clause? A noun clause or a clause with that is a function as a noun because a noun clause is a noun. Okay, so it is used in a sentence as either an object of the verb, an object of preposition, sorry, of the subject of the sentence. Remember, that's the three uses that you're going to use for nouns. This is very important to understand it, okay? So nouns, like for example, I don't know, Gabriel. Gabriel, you can use it as the subject of the sentence. For example, Gabriel studies English, all right? This is a subject of the sentence. Okay, also you can use it as the object of the verb. For example, she loves Gabriel. In this case, Gabriel is not the subject, is the object of the sentence, and the subject is she, all right?
Yep.
Because it's a noun, remember, a noun. And also a noun could be the object of the preposition. That also we have seen it, okay? I go to the cinema, oh my gosh, to the cinema with Gabriel, okay? With Gabriel, or with is the preposition and Gabriel is the object of the preposition with, all right?
Yep.
Okay, so a noun clause is the same, but instead of Gabriel, you are going to use a sentence or a clause. Remember, a clause it has to have a verb and a subject. Okay.
Verb and subject. Okay.
All right. Good. Excellent. Okay, so that's the noun clause. Let's go to the examples here very, very quickly. I know when he will arrive. In this case, the clause that starts when, that is the connector, and finish here, arrive, is going to be the object of the verb. Okay, no, I know. Okay, next one. I am concerned about when he will arrive is the same, but instead of the object of the action is going to be the object of the preposition about. All right, this is the prepositional phrase from about to arrive. Okay, and this one is the object of the preposition. All the clause, all the sentence is the object. All right,
Okay.
it is confusing.
A little bit, but maybe I can.
Okay, so remember, it's like Gabriel. Gabriel is when he will arrive. I know Gabriel. I am concerned about Gabriel. Instead of Gabriel is when he will arrive. All the clause is the noun. And finally, we have the last one that is when he will arrive is not important. Okay, this one is the subject of the action. The noun acts or function as the subject of the sentence. All right.
All
And
that part is the noun, right?
yes, all the phrase is the noun. That's
All the
right.
phrase. Okay.
From here, when he will arrive from here to here, is going to be a clause, and it's going to be the subject of the sentence. Okay, it's Gabriel. Gabriel is not important.
Okay. Yep.
Right? You understand it?
Yep.
Okay, good, excellent. Very good. If you notice, all the clauses have subject and verb. Okay, but that doesn't mean that is the main subject of the sentence. The main subject of the sentence is I in this case, and in this one, yes, the noun clause is the subject of the sentence. All right, is the main subject. Right?
Yes.
Good. This one is kind of confusing for a lot of people. So don't worry about if you don't understand the first or the second time, okay?
Yep.
All right, so this is the structure and these are the connectors. So let's try to
Okay.
remember them, okay? What, when, where, why, how, whatever, wherever, whether, if, and that. If you want to make a screenshot, that would be nice.
Yep. Okay, so the WH questions.
Yes, the adverbial, yes,
Whether
the
if.
adverbs. The WH adverbs are connectors.
Okay. Yep.
That's right. That's right. Noun clause connectors.
Sure.
You are going to see also this WH in another connectors, in another clause connectors, but like in these ones, in the first that we are seeing that are the noun clauses, we are going to use these ones, okay? So if you notice the structure, we have subject verb, that is the main subject of the sentence. Then we have the connector and subject verb. And this noun clause is acting as the object of the verb no. Okay? This is very important. If you have questions, let me know.
Okay, now.
And if you want to start with a connector, you can, but remember that it's going to be the subject of the sentence. So it's going to be connector or noun connector, better said, subject verb, and then another verb, because this is the subject.
Can you tell me an example of that one?
Yes, for example, let's go with
With the
whatever. Let's go with a subject verb, whatever you study, okay, will help you. Okay. So
maybe I am confused because if I see the did and the was almost close, it's like why I have two actions in past together.
okay, so when you exactly very good. So that is the thing that you're going to look for. So when you see that, try to find the connector.
Okay.
And if you don't have connector, it might be wrong.
Okay.
Okay. So the
Yep.
thing that you're going to look for is the connector. So remember, the thing that you're going to look for, like son or so far, is going to be the commas and the connectors. Okay,
Okay.
commas, connectors, appositives, remember. And the second thing that you're going to look for is the agreement of the subject and the verb. So singular, singular, plural, plural, etc. Okay.
Yep.
All right, very good, excellent. Okay, so this one, it's a noun clause, whatever you study, and it's going to act as the subject of the sentence will help you. All right?
Yep.
In this case, the object of the sentence is you, but also you can make another clause, another noun clause. So for example, when you are, or when you will, ready. When you will be, sorry, when you will be ready. Okay, so in this case, it's not the typical sentence, but also you can do it. Why? Because I have subject noun clause, whatever you study, and object of the sentence, also a noun clause, when you will be ready. You understand? Or when you were ready, when you are ready. Okay. Okay. In the Spanish, the translation would be lo que sea que tú estudies ayudará cuando estés listo.
Help.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so it's just a sentence with two clauses, with three clauses, sorry, with three clauses. I am going to notice the three clauses. The first one is this one is the subject. The second one is this one is the object, and the third one is this one.
Yeah.
Yes, because remember, as a clause or a sentence has to have a subject and the verb. So let's identify the subject and the verbs. Subject, verb. Okay, subject, verb.
Yep.
And in this one is verb, and the subject is this one. And this is the object. But well, the object doesn't matter. This is the
Yep.
okay. So it's like, for example, when I try to teach this one to the students, like in the normal class, I always try to teach them like a Russian doll. Do you know what is a Russian doll? Like an onion.
those that you put in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's are the clauses. It's something that is inside another one. Okay.
Yep.
Well, this is a series, but this is the typical Russian doll. Okay. Or
Ah,
an
yep.
onion. So it's for layers. You know, you have to analyze these things for layers.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good. Excellent. So let's go with the exercise.
Okay.
Exercise 9. Each of the following sentences contain more than one clause. Underline the subject once and the verb twice. Circle the connectors. Put boxes around the noun clauses. Then indicate if the sentences are correct or incorrect. Okay, good. So let's go with number 1. When the season starts is determined by the weather. Okay, so the first thing I have to see is is to look for subject and verb. So I have here my subject. The season starts. It's its
Mm.
subject. Then I have here a verb, that is this one. And I know that if I have a connector, that means that it's a noun clause that function as the subject. So that's why this one is my subject. So I have two subjects, I have two verbs, and that why is correct. That's why is correct. All right.
Okay.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, excellent. Number 2, the manual, how the device should be built. So the first thing, subjects and verbs. I have here a verb, should be built, is passive. Okay. The subject, device. All right. And here I have another subject. Okay, the manual. But this is strange because I don't have another verb. So the clause is not the verb, the clause
Yep.
is a noun. So this clause has to be the object of the verb with the manual. Okay, so for example, I can say shows. The manual shows, muestra, how the device should be built. And with this verb, I can correct it. All right?
Yep. The only thing, the difference that I can see, so is that if it is in the middle, I need subject verb at the beginning and at the end. But if we start with a noun clause,
Uh-huh.
we only need a subject verb and a verb, right?
You only need a verb, exactly. Yes, that's the difference. Very good, excellent.
Okay.
That's right.
I got it.
Because the noun clause is the subject. Very good. So, yes, if you want to make a little bit more practical, if you have a sentence that it starts with a connector, that is a noun clause connector, you only need a verb. But you need a subject verb in the clause, but outside the clause, you only need a verb. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. So let's go with number 3.
Okay. Okay, subject we have to schedule. Indicate is the verb in this one. And we have if, that is the clause. Is the clause right?
No. Are you sure? If? Yes, if.
Yep.
Yes, if.
If, then we have here one more time, the teams will be playing is the action. In the final
Uh,
game, doesn't matter. So I think it's correct
it's
because we
correct.
have subject, verb. I forgot the name. Connect clause connector.
Noun clause connector.
Noun. Okay, noun
Noun
clause
clause
connector. Yep.
connector.
And then subject and verb.
That's right. Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, could you read it?
The schedule
Indicated.
indicated if the teams will be playing in the final game.
Very good.
Indicate.
Excellent. Let's go with number 4. If
Uh,
you have questions about the vocabulary, let me know. Okay.
okay. So it's correct. And number 4, he refused. Okay, here we have the subject. Refuse. I think it's only refuse the action, right?
Yes, refused.
Good.
It's in past. That's right.
This will not be the two minor variable. We don't have a connector. A noun clause connector.
Yes, we don't have a noun clause connector. That's right. Very good. So corrected.
Yeah, big. He refused to interrupt me. Okay, here we have the action could not be determined. Yep.
That's right, very good. So that means
Apply.
what? So you say, here's the action, that means what?
Then I
That
need.
means that you're going to take the noun clause from here to here, right? Because you said you have, if you start with a connector, you have subject, verb, and then another verb, sorry, subject, verb, and verb. So let's say here I have subject, verb, enter, apply. Is this apply is the object of refuse?
Ah, that's right. It's together with the two, right?
Yes,
Two.
it's together with the
Yeah.
two. Is a prepositional phrase.
Ah, okay.
Well, no, actually, no, it's a infinitive. But apply is the object of the verb refused. Okay. So
Okay.
I have subject, verb, and this is the verb. So that means that I have to start with a connector. Do you understand it? Okay, so try to use a noun clause connector.
Center of the lawyer. We have what, where, why?
That one, that
If?
one. Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Yes, why? Very good.
Why?
Yes, why? Why?
I thought it was if.
Um, I don't know. I think that it would be better
Why?
why. So try to translate it. Remember, why as a connector is because it's a noun, it's a concept. You're going to translate it as el por qué.
El por qué. Ok. El por qué.
Él rechazó entrar a una petición.
A
No
petición es
pudo.
plea.
Yes,
Plea.
please. Yes,
Ah,
please. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to confirm. Yes, petition is plea.
ok. El por
Sí,
qué.
petición súplica. That's right.
Una petición
No pudo ser determinado por el
por
abogado.
el abogado. Ah, ok. Yep.
Okay.
Ah,
Pero si ponemos if, let's try to if we put if.
sí,
Si él rechazó entrar a una petición, pudo no ser determinado por el abogado. Ok, podría ser.
Maybe.
It could
Pero
be.
creo que suena mejor con why.
All right, it could be. But yes, it could be. It could be. Very good. All right, so let's go with number 5, please.
Okay. Talk about. Wait a second. Let me check. Okay, here we have the noun clause connector. But we have about that is a preposition, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, it
Okay,
is.
here we have the noun should go action.
Yes,
I
very
think
good.
it's also incorrect
Yes, it's incorrect. And
because
could
I
you
need
tell
a
me?
subject here.
Yes, we need a subject. That's right. That's right. Very good. Excellent. So you're going to use what?
We
Very good. We.
talk about.
Yes,
Or
we talked about. And then you're going to tell me where the noun clause starts and when it finishes.
okay, let me check. I think is here is the first one. Yeah.
I cannot see it.
Here.
Here's the yes, okay. About no, because it's a preposition. We only going to use we talked.
We talk. Okay.
Is the first one. Okay. And the second one, or better said, the noun clause
The noun clause is where, right? Only
is
where.
where. Very good.
And here is
And what is the function of this clause? Subject, object, or object of a preposition.
the word.
All the clause, remember, is all the clause is going to function. Remember, there are only 3 functions of the noun: as a subject, as a verb, or as an object of the preposition.
I think it's the object of preposition.
Exactly, subject of preposition because we have about. That's right.
Object,
That's right. So in this case, this noun clause is the object of the preposition about. All right.
Interesting. Yep.
All right, very good, excellent. Let's go with number 6.
Okay, we have the forgot the name noun clause connector. We have the condition is the subject of the patient deteriorate
Very good.
the subject of the was not explained action.
Okay, good. So,
Is there a subject? I'm thinking.
yes, don't worry.
We have here a so that is a connector.
So it's an intensifier, it's an adverb.
Ah, okay.
It's a conjunction,
A
yes, but
conjunction.
remember it's after a comma. And in this
Ah,
case,
okay.
the function of this so is an intensifier. It's an adverb that express intensification of the next adjective or adverb that you have, in this case, rapidly. Tan
Okay.
rápidamente.
Yep, yep, yep. Yep. Okay, let me check
So it's
my.
correct or incorrect? Well, you haven't indicated the subject and the verbs. You only say that it is the subject, was not explained as the verb, the condition is the subject, so you missed a verb. What is the verb in the clause, in the first
I'm
clause?
not sure if it is this one deteriorate
Yes, that one is the subject. Sorry, the
the
verb,
action. Uh-huh.
the action. Very good. Of the patient, no, because it's a prepositional phrase. So rapidly is part of the verb that is deteriorated.
Mm.
And is correct or
I think
incorrect?
I think it's correct.
Okay, it's incorrect.
No.
Why? Because remember, the clause is going
Right.
to act as a subject. So you have double subject.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you have to omit it. Why? Because the clause, the noun clause
It's at the
is,
beginning. Right.
okay.
Yes. Okay.
All
Yep. Yep.
right, very good. Excellent. Number 7.
Okay. We have one more time at the beginning. One more time.
Yes.
So we have not better or not.
Whether or not.
Together? Yes, it's
It's all
all
together, yes, whether or not.
together. Okay. I can clean. Oh, yep. Whether or not is the noun clause connector.
Good.
The office is the subject, will be built is the action. And here we have also the action was to be determined. So I think it's correct.
Very good. Excellent. Correct. Very good. Okay, good. So let's go. Okay, with number 8.
Okay, we have one. Yeah, that's it. Here we have the noun clause connector. What? We have a double clause connector? So it's incorrect?
And, well, okay.
That could be
Let's
exist.
see, let's see, let's see.
Subject has not the action, has not decided is the action. The
When,
paper, the subject is action.
okay. All right, so try to analyze it, okay? So that and when, so yes, like you said, there are two connectors, that and when. So that means that you have to have what? You have to have 3 verbs, all right? 3 verbs. At least you have to have 3 verbs. Why? One for each clause and one for the clause that is not the noun clause, all right? Okay, so let's
But
go with that one.
I only have two, right?
Yes, you only have 2 verbs. That's right. That's right. Okay, so try to put on a square the clauses. Where you're going to start the clause and when you're going to finish the clause.
Okay, maybe. Here's the first
So you
one.
say that that is a connector, a non-class connector. So you're going to start the class there. Exactly, very good. And then the other class is,
When the paper is due, right?
yes, exactly. That's the two clauses. So that means that you need another verb outside these clauses.
Okay.
So what are you going to, how are you going to correct? Well, if you omit the point and you say is certain, for example. So if you add this one at the end of the sentence, is correct, or you can correct it, okay? That the professor had not yet decided when the paper is due is certain, okay? Do you understand it?
Yep. It was
Okay.
difficult, but I think yes.
All right, so that the professor had not decided is certain. Imagine that this one doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your connector, subject, verb, and another verb because
Yep.
this is the clause, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And when is another clause, but in this case is the object of the verb decided.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not the object. Sorry, that the professor has decided is certain, okay? When the paper is due is just another clause.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's this object of the verb had not just decided. It could be, I don't know. Yes, it could be. But in this case, so remember, you have two connectors, so you have to have three verbs.
Okay.
Very good. Excellent. Let's go with number 9.
Mhm. We have the contract. Is the subject will be award? Is the
Worded.
action
Again.
awarded? Okay, here we have the action one more time.
Mhm.
Question. Here we have one action one more time to be
No,
answered.
it's not an action.
Mm,
No. Is the action, good. Is the second verb.
the question is the subject, right?
No, because it's after the is.
Is the object?
It could be the object. Yes.
But I think it's incorrect
Yes, it's incorrect. Very good.
because we don't have a noun class connector.
That's right. All right. So where are you going to write the connector and which one?
May, okay, we have here at the beginning,
Very
right?
good. Yes, very good. And which one?
The control- When?
When? Very good.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yep. Okay. Yay.
All right. And
Next
the
one.
last one, please.
Here is the who. Oh my God, what's that word? Whomever.
Whomever? Yes, whomever.
And is not on the list, but I think is that the noun class connector or no?
It's not a non-class connector, right? Whomever
Mm,
is not here.
no, it's not.
Yes, it's not a non-class connector. You're right.
And whatever, yes. Okay, but yes, whatever, yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me check. It's here almost at the end. Here we have the subject and the action. And here he almost talk. Yeah. What we had here one more time.
Okay. All right.
He, if it is in the middle. I'm not sure, but maybe it's correct.
Yes, it's correct. Very good.
But I don't know why.
I don't know why. Okay, let's go. All right, so whatever he wanted, whatever is a noun clause connector, subject verb, this is a
Mhm.
clause, all right?
Yep.
So we have another clause that is he always talked. This is another clause. I am not going to take this one with whomever he pleased and did because it starts with a
With a
preposition,
preposition.
right?
Mhm.
So this is a preposition. So from here is going to start my prepositional phrase. Okay, so this one, whomever, it's a connector, but it's a non-class connector. Okay, so let's say that this one introduced this little clause that is he pleased and did. Okay, so this is another one that is inside this phrase, prepositional phrase, with whomever he pleased and did. This one is a prepositional phrase. Okay, so that's why I have here a parallel structure. That's why I have please and did,
Did.
because we have and the conjunction,
Mhm.
right? So imagine this is the preposition, whomever is the connector, and he introduced this phrase, he pleased and did, okay? But you're not going to take it into the structure because it's a prepositional phrase. And it could be the object of the action talked, all right? But it's not a noun clause connector. It's not a noun clause. This
Mhm.
is it's not a noun clause. It's just a prepositional phrase. Okay. All right. And the structure would say or would be, sorry, subject, verb, connector, subject, verb.
Mhm.
That is the object of the action talked.
Yep.
All right. Good, excellent. But yes, is correct. Okay, very good. So questions? No questions. All right. Let's go with the next one. That is the same, but now this is very, very important to differentiate from the one that it was before, because these connectors are going to be subjects also. So they have two functions. They have function as a connector and function as the subject. Okay, so they have both function in the sentence. For example, I don't know what is in the box. If you notice in this sentence, what is the connector, but also is the subject of the sentence. That's why I don't need another subject. I only need the verb that is. Okay? So connector subject. In this case, we are concerned about who will do the work. Is the same connector, but also subject, and this is the verb. Is the object of the preposition about. And the last one, as a subject of the sentence, whoever, connector, subject, two functions, and is coming the verb. Okay, and the second verb must bring a gift or the main verb of the sentence. Okay, so be careful because this one can be confused with the one that we have seen before. Okay, so the thing about this is that you're going to differentiate them because they are not the same connectors in some cases. So these are the only noun-clause connectors that we are going to use as the subjects. Who, whoever, what, whatever, which, whichever. Okay. So the only two that are in the same are what, and also is here, what, okay, is the only one. What and what, who, no, is the only one. So what is the only one that it could be confused with the other one, okay? And whatever, what and
Whatever.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
So what, whatever can be connectors. So you have this structure, you have to add a subject, and also can be connector subject, okay?
Yep.
All right, questions?
think maybe,
No?
maybe. No, only, may I check one more time the structure?
Yes, for sure. Okay, let's see. Here's the structure. Okay. Only with these connectors, nor, well, if you notice, this is the first one that we have seen who. Okay. Who is whoever. Okay. In the other one, there wasn't a who. Okay. In the other one, we lacked who. Who is not here. Who is not a non-clause connector. Who is a subject connector. A non-clause connector subject. Okay, very good. Whoever, what, whatever, remember what, whatever could be in both, and which, whichever are only here, which and whichever. Okay, who, what, which, whoever, whatever, whichever. These are the only ones that you can use as connectors and subjects. If you have this one, you're not going to use, or you're not going to write a subject. You're just going to write a verb after the connector. Okay, and that's it.
Okay, maybe.
So remember that if you have who, whoever, what, whatever, which, whichever, be careful with what and whatever, but after that, or you can use these ones without subject because these are the subjects of the clause, of the noun clause. And remember, noun clause is the same, remember, as an object, as a subject, or an object of the preposition, all right? Okay, good.
Yep.
Exercise 10, each of the following sentence contains more than one clause. Underline the subject once and the verb twice, circle the connectors, put boxes around the non-clauses, and then indicate if the sentences are correct or incorrect. Number one, the first one that I identify is my verbs and subjects. Was asked is a verb. Was able to respond, it's another verb. It's a modal. Contestant is the subject. Okay. All right. So I have two verbs. I have one subject, but I can realize or I can notice that whatever is it's a noun clause connector subject. That's why it's going to function as the subject. All right. Okay. And the function of this one is the object of the preposition to. All right. That's why it's correct. Question?
Yeah, but I was confused because I thought that the game showed maybe context. It was the subject.
Ah, well, it's all. This
Yes,
is
it's
an
all.
adjective. The
Okay.
game show contestant
Okay.
is all the subject. The game
Okay.
show is an adjective.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
El concursante del juego o el concursante del programa de juegos. El
Yep.
concursante del programa de juegos. Del programa de juegos adjetivos. Realmente quien es el sujeto es el concursante, el participante. Ajá.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right, very good. And the second one, incorrect. You should find out which the best physics department. Okay, so verb should find out. It's a phrasal verb, you subject, and I have which. I know that which is a noun clause connector subject. So that means that I have to have another verb, but I don't have another verb, which is one of the options that I can use to correct it. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
that's it. Very good. All right, good. Let's go with the number 3.
Okay. Let me check. The number three structure. Okay, we have the employee, we have the subject, was the action, and we have an adjective. I forgot the word. Yes, it's what? We have here.
Good.
Is the noun class connector subject subject what? Connector
Yes, noun
subject.
clause connector subject. Yes,
And then we have an action was
was added.
added. Yeah, that's
Very
right.
good.
So I think it's correct.
Very good. Is correct.
Yay.
It number 4. Okay, well, just to finish this one, This non-clause is what is the function of this non-clause? Subject, object, or object of a preposition?
That's a difficult part for me. Okay, I think is, let me check. I think the first one, this one is the subject.
No, okay, well, first, before that, Asa,
Yep,
identify the noun clause connector. Remember, the noun clause connector has to start with a noun clause connector.
this one.
So the noun clause is going to
We got
start
it.
from here
To here.
to here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, it's the only one, okay? So then the question is, what is the function of this noun clause? Because this one is not a noun clause, this one is just a clause, it's a normal clause, okay? But a noun clause, remember, it has to start with a connector. Now, what is the function of this noun clause? Subject or object or object of the preposition.
I think is object of preposition
That's right, that's
because we
right.
have a preposition.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Yes?
Okay, yeah,
All
preposition.
right, so the question is, what is the function of the noun clause? Just the noun clause. If you want to, okay, so the noun clause is the clause that has a connector, a noun clause connector. Okay, the other clause, well, the other clause that is here, the employee was unhappy, is just a normal clause. It's a independent clause. Okay, it's
Yep.
just you can only say that is the subject, the employee, and was is the verb, and that's it. And the noun clause is the object of the preposition about. All right. Okay, let's
Okay,
go with number 4.
number 4. Okay, we have whoever. So, yep, that's I forgot the name, noun, class, connector, subject. Wants is the action or wants to take also?
Once is just the action once.
Action, okay. Let's see if there's wants to take the desert during trip. I think it's incorrect.
Uh-huh.
Because if we start with a non-class connector subject, we need double actions. And
Yes, we
I
need
only
another
have
action
one.
in the second clause. That's right.
Where? I don't know. Whoever wants to take the desert. Okay, okay, so the first clause is maybe here. Yeah,
Okay. During is a preposition, right?
I think yes.
Yes.
So maybe here I need the action,
Where?
the second action in this part, or after the preposition.
I guess
Here.
after the prepositional phrase. After the prepositional phrase. Remember, preposition, prepositional phrase. Remember, a preposition introduce a prepositional phrase.
Okay. Whoever stated this or
So you are not going, so imagine that this doesn't exist because it's a prepositional phrase. Okay?
mm-hmm.
So whoever wants to take the desert tour, this is not
Is
a verb, this is an adjective, right?
when it is signing up of the office.
Okay, so instead of signing, you're just going to change it to sign up.
Okay.
Sign up at the office. Okay, could be whoever wants to take the dessert up, sign up. Okay, but the tense is not good. Let's try to translate it with sign up. Okay, so the first one, signing up is not a verb, it's an adjective. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
signing. Okay, so be careful. Now you convert it to an action, correct? But now the tense is not correct. So let's try to translate it or let's try to understand it. Quien sea quien quiera tomar el tour de desierto,
Signs
firma en la oficina.
is with S.
Mande, sorry.
We need to add an S, signs up, or no?
Firma, okay, no,
No.
it's not that one. Let's go
Will.
with can sign up or must sign up.
With a
Must
modal.
sign up or should sign up. A modal. And in that one, I could say better. Quien quiera que quiera tomar el tour de desierto debería, debe firmar en la oficina. Debe, debería, puede firmar. Porque si no le pongo el should, no le pongo modal, dice quien quiera que quiera tomar el desierto del tour, firma la oficina.
Mm-hmm.
¿No? But yes, it's correct. If you can only say sign up, it's correct because we are going to change it as a verb, okay? So signing up is not a verb. Sign is going to be the verb, okay? And this is the prepositional phrase during spring break. So remember, you're not going to modify the prepositional phrase in this case, okay? Because you have a preposition and the object of the preposition.
Oh, okay.
So be careful about that. All right, so let's go with number 5.
Okay, yep, I see. Okay, great. Next one we have the motorist subject is the action? Was unable.
Mhm.
Was unable, I think. To discover who is the.
If you use was unable, it would be a modal, so it's going to be was unable to discover. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
Who is the noun class connect subject? He, the subject, had struck is the action. So let me check. According to this, we have subject verb. This one, and I think it's incorrect because we have here a subject and we don't need it.
Yes, very good. Excellent. So we are going to omit the subject because we have non-clause connector subject. So the subject of the action is going to be who.
Mhm.
Very good. Excellent. Questions?
This one, no.
No. All right, let's go with number 6.
The voter subject should select the action.
Good. Very
Whichever
good.
is the noun clause connector subject seems the action. I think that it is correct.
Very good. Correct.
Yeah.
Excellent. So candidates is not a subject, is the object of the
Mhm.
preposition of. All right.
Yes.
So that's why it's correct because this is the subject, this is the verb, and this is not the subject. This is the object of the preposition
Mhm.
of. Very good. Excellent. Correct. Let's go with number 7.
We have it subject was action. What we have here, the noun class subject was action. And what we have one more time, what? Was okay. Here we have an action. I think that it is incorrect.
Why?
I'm not sure.
Okay, it's correct.
Okay, we have subject, verb, this noun class subject,
Okay,
verb.
put on circles or put on squares the clauses,
Okay. Here
the
is this.
non-clause, the non-clauses. Okay, very good. Excellent. That's one. Very good.
Okay. Now with on, right?
Yes, we don't.
With on.
We don't. Okay, check this out. This one between is a conjunction that is together with an. Okay, so you're going to see between and the thing that these two words make in the sentence is that they are going to join two of the same structures. So it has to have the same structure. What is the same structure? Connector, subject, verb, and prepositional phrase. Connector, subject, verb,
Yes,
and prepositional phrase.
preposition.
So
That's
it's
right.
going to hear from here to here, all right? The conjunction sentence, if you want to say like this. All right, and this is subject verb, and that's it. That's why it's correct.
Yep.
The name of this between and we're going to see it after, but the name of this is pair conjunctions. Okay,
Okay.
so we have two kind of conjunctions. We have the conjunctions, the normal conjunctions, and we have pair conjunctions. Here you're going to hear or you're going to find between that is going to be always with an, or for example, either is going to be always with or neither is going to be always with nor.
Nor. Okay. I know those ones, but between no.
Yes, between and is a pair conjunction. Between and, either or, neither nor, or also there is another one, but I don't remember now. Um I think it's but. No, I remember. So I am going to lie. No, between and, neither or, and there is another one, but I remember very well now. Okay, so let's go with number 8.
I think I'm not sure if impaired conjunction is the not only but also.
Excellent.
Yep,
That
that one,
one.
right?
That one.
I was thinking. Yep. Okay, and now I forgot. Yep, in number 8. You should buy the action, whatever is the noun plus subject. Oh, I think it's incorrect.
Good. Why?
Because we have here, this is the subject, so we have double subject here.
Well, that one, cheapest, is not a noun, it's an adjective.
It's an adjective.
It's a superlative. Remember, superlative is an adjective.
That's right. The cheapest. Yes, and most. Yep.
And most durable, yes. So this is a conjunction. It's going to join the cheapest and most durable, but this is an adjective. Adjective, adjective, okay? So yes, this is the subject, whatever, but we lack of
Verb.
verb. That's right, very good. That's why it's incorrect. We don't have a verb. So if you only put like is, it's okay. All right,
Okay.
very good, excellent. Let's go with number 9.
Okay, we start with what? So we need what's written is the verb in the letter. Injured. I'm not sure if this is an action.
Yes, it's an action. Angered,
In-
ed, past.
Injured. Okay, so I think it's correct.
That's right, it's correct. Very good. Excellent, correct. So this is the subject and this is the verb. Okay. Remember, Russian doll. It's a Russian doll.
Yeah.
This one is this one. So this one is this one. All right. Okay, good.
Yep.
Excellent. And the last one, please.
Okay, we have you is the subject, can spend is the action, the time with whoever is the noun plus subject. And I think it's incorrect because we don't have an action one more time here.
Yes, very good. Excellent. So it's incorrect and we lacked or we missed the verb. So you can only use is. Important to you is correct. And in this case, remember this noun clause is the object of the preposition with. All right. The subject is you, the verb is can spend, the object is your time, and prepositional phrase with whoever important to you. Okay?
Mhm.
All right. Okay, so we are going to finish here in the noun clause connector subject and the noun clause. Try to review again this topic because it can be a little bit confused, but let's practice the next class, the same topic and the other classes, all right?
Okay. Yep,
Okay,
that's
so see
good.
you next class. Asa, have a really good day.
Okay. Thank you so much, YouTube. Bye bye.
Bye.